of action at McGee's house. That was a lot packed into one day, and there was a lot of, whenever we have our actors who are having to do action scenes, especially now
we have like
hard.
people 60 years old and above, and we're asking them to do action shots, and it's like,
you take it really slow.
Don't get hurt, please. Don't get hurt. Please, please, please don't get hurt. So the one that busy day was horrible, but we were in my house the whole time. That other day that Charlie mentions, we were in 1, 2, 3 different locations in one day.
Driving in between and lots of
driving and making sure people showed up on time.
Woo! Yeah.
That's why we're not making another one for a few years, unless if you're watching this, did you pay for it? And if you didn't,
help us out. What do you like to say?
If you didn't pay for it, then either listen to all of Matt's songs on Spotify, or donate to his podcast or something.
One of the other movies.
Yeah, buy an album, buy a T-shirt,
buy a shirt.
Yeah,
or buy some of my albums. It won't help them, but I think it's generous of you.
It's all tied in. The whole world's all tied in.
It is, because I'll then give.
Then you'll have more time to be a character
in the next one.
And to bug you about making the next one, just because I can be in it. That's all I care about. So, what were some of the more rewarding moments then? We've talked about the bad. Let's talk the good.
Okay. I like the first day we filmed with John and Jim.
Good answer. Good answer.
That was good. Well, we only had one scene to film, and so it was.
We did one really nice scene.
Yeah.
A lot of angles.
Yeah.
We
didn't have a certain time that we had to end, which was nice.
Yeah.
And all the extras and other actors and helpers showed up right when I said they were going to.
It was magical. Yeah.
And we got a few shots that were as I pictured it. And I think a lot of times when you're making the movie, there's all these things that you picture it this way, When it doesn't happen, your depression sinks in a little bit.
Yeah.
But when Farley peeks around the corner, that was exactly as I wanted it. When you three guys are in the alley talking, that's exactly as I pictured it. And I think that made morale feel good.
And I would say filming in the garage was fun because for most of the garage scenes, it's all self-contained. It's in the garage. No one's going to kick us out. When we're filming outside, you never know. Someone's going to kick you out. So we're in the garage. And besides, one day it was 93 degrees in there. But even then, it's like, all right, we own this property and we can do what we want here. That's pretty cool.
It's a controlled environment.
Yeah, there were some nice days in the
minus
garage.
The temperature. The temperature was out of control.
I liked when Farley did his rogue cop act in the police station, and he was kind of freaking out a little bit. I'd say that was
I bled.
You Martin Sheened it. You went full Sheen.
Because we have no budget, so we don't go for that full destruction of anything.
Yeah.
No.
But that day, that was our first.
We destroyed a dead. The only problem is we needed that bookshelf and other scenes, so we had to put it back together, and it broke a lamp. But so you'll probably, if you watch closely, the lamp probably goes up and down throughout the movie, but that's why.
But people like that.
That's what they want. They want us to foolishly decide
to have a weak lamp.
That's exactly what people want. It's all they want. They don't want plot.
Let's destroy the set before we're finished filming it.
Yeah. So just lastly then, obviously you've now been doing this a while.
This is our 10th feature.
10th feature. But what's it going to be the fourth big major release that people are aware of? Fifth if you include Druid Gladiator Clone, of course, which I do. But has anything changed between doing it as just casually as teens to now, when I feel like this is a much more professional, larger, well-oiled machine?
People have a bit more obligations, so I think there's somewhat less free sometimes.
Yeah.
There's less time, so we have to work more efficiently to not bother people who aren't actors.
We have better equipment, which is good, so it's more streamlined. The sound, if the sound is good in the movie, then that's a good thing because we did it with a boom mic instead of clip-on mics, and that made things easier, except that you needed someone to hold it. But it made
lucky.
We're just all Jay Mayo, thank goodness, was holding the mic.
Glad you mentioned Jay Mayo.
Yeah,
good Jay Mayo.
Derek helped us too.
Derek Leach, amongst many others.
Teresa.
So we're just trying to find ways to get it done faster,
No, otherwise, I mean, the editing's pretty much the
About
same. But of course, the
more
first,
people involved too. That's
the first couple movies were shot on film, which is a whole other discussion. That slowed us down, but it was well worth it. I'd do it all over again the same way.
There's not as many days when it's just me and Charlie out in the woods, and which is it's good because there's how much can you do with two people and a camera. So it's good to have more people, but it's also bad because you have to think about the needs and the needs of all the other people and not overworking them.
The variables. I mean, every person has to have directions to where they're going. What time are they going? What time are they leaving?
Yeah.
Times that by like 10 to 12 people or something.
Yeah.
And it's like.
And they can be such whiners, right? People can be such whiners.
No, they're all wonderful.
Oh, okay.
They're all wonderful.
No, they're good.
They work for pizza, so.
Yeah.
But
They shouldn't expect any more, really.
And they don't. We've
No.
trained them.
I feel like, yeah.
It's more like we're hanging out and we're making a movie.
Yeah.
It's not like we're making a movie and it's super serious and just treat it as let's spend some time together. And there's a lot of times you wouldn't see people as much if you didn't have a planned movie.
Yeah.
That's like what Matt always says on his podcast. Like we're all together, we may as well be creating something. Because what's the point? We could just be sitting around talking, and that would be awful.
All get together,
That would be like this.
And no one would do it. They're like, hey, we're having a get together. Like,
Yeah.
well, I'm not gonna drive 3 hours just to hang out.
Yeah.
But we're making a movie that will be an eternal piece of art and
Yeah.
studied for centuries.
Should be.
People will drive for that.
Yeah.
And the premiere is a big party, so.
No, we're looking forward to it.
Just a couple of guys who just love to party, and
Yeah.
and this is how we do it.
So I have no more questions. So I'm going to awkwardly end this as best as I can.
This was fun.
Uh,
Should I pan to the fire?
Pan back
No.
to the fire.
No, because I'm going to go.
You're gonna
Drop in the mic.
I didn't mean for that to drop, but I'm going to go. Thank you for this. It was thank
You're
you.
gonna show off your shirt?
No.
And he's
Okay.
just walking
You're
off
leaving?
set.
Just going.
He's walking off set. Well, this has been Fireside Chats with Jon Cross.
Thank you.